Hello, my name is Neckerson, and I'll be talking about Artfight and whether or not you should join. Yes, this video is extremely late, but I've also been busy with exams and have needed to catch up on making references of my own. First off, what is Artfight? You might have heard people talking about it, but don't know what it is. Well, it's a major art gifting event that occurs annually in July. Basically, there are two teams that will compete against each other every year, and there's always a theme. This year, it's fossils versus crystals. Last year, it was seafoam versus stardust, and the year before was vampires versus werewolves. The teams honestly don't really matter that much, but pick what you like best. Some people might incorporate the theme into their attacks, or they might create an Artfight persona, but frankly, this is completely optional. You shouldn't care too much about the teams, although there is bound to be one team that, of course, wins. But the focus of the event should be gifting art, not winning. So how do you win, though? Well, you have to submit attacks, and by attacks, I mean art, or frankly anything creative, as they accept digital, traditional, and other mediums such as crafts and 3D models. You can draw other people's characters and gift it to them as attacks, gaining points for your team as you will rate and categorize your own submission, allowing the website to basically calculate how many points your submission will earn. Friendly fires do unfortunately earn less points for your team, but frankly, it shouldn't matter too much as the winning team always wins by a lot and your attacks probably won't contribute to that much, so you should always focus on having fun. There are also revenges, which is when someone attacks you back, essentially making it similar to an art trade sort of, or basically just a thing where you get a 1-for-1. Now, how do you participate though? Well, you can sign up on artfight.net where the event will be taking place. Do note that you must be 13 plus to participate, so keep that in mind. After that, you just have to draw and upload your references. Don't worry if your references aren't that fancy. Just make sure that they're easy to decipher and get at least one full body of your character, hopefully, so that people can at least, of course, see what they look like. Don't worry about the joining of the event too late, as well as you can always submit more characters and art during the middle of the event. After that, just wait for the event to start and then get drawing. Frankly, I'm kind of uploading this late, but do try to save other people's references as the site does normally go down within the first day or two of the event, meaning you won't be able to see other people's references unless you have them saved. Once it's back up though, start submitting your art and attacking others. That's practically it though if you want to do something extra, you can choose to customize your profile and tell people a bit more about yourself and what you're able to draw and who you'll prioritize. Some people will put in their profiles that they'll try to guarantee revenges or that they won't do friendly fire, so maybe just add what you'll do and what you won't do to your own profile. Did you get all of that? Hopefully. Anyway, the next thing that you should know, or well, a few things that you should know and beware of. First off, Artfight has gotten a lot more popular recently, and with that, there are bound to be more bad apples in the bunch who may not follow the rules or don't follow the general spirit of Artfight. Some people might not respect your permissions and boundaries with the characters, potentially whitewashing or changing their body types, for example. And while it is disheartening to see, I find that it's quite rare and frankly that you should just try to ignore them. Or if they happen to be oblivious to it and defend themselves by saying that it's a part of their art style or they honestly shouldn't have just drawn your character in the first place. So, in my opinion, you should just try to report them and move on, as there's no point in arguing. Next are the people who might draw your character inaccurately or with very low effort, and while it is definitely sad to see, these people still took time out of their day to do it and are not obligated to draw your characters. So if you really dislike it, you can just choose to ignore it. Some people may also draw large mass attacks with low quality where the designs are oversimplified so that you can't even recognize your own character as an attempt to farm points. And while it is unfortunate, the moderation team generally does deal with it and gets rid of these attacks in the point count at the very end of the event. There's also people who might be picky as to who is able to attack them, but as these people generally don't want ugly or undesirable art styles, and as said, I just say to ignore them because regardless, I feel like they should be appreciative of any art that they receive in the first place, as people aren't obligated to attack them. It's just stupid in my opinion, and frankly, I just think that you should leave these people alone and don't let it keep you down if your art style is considered undesirable to them. Last is when people don't comment on your artwork while you've still put time and effort into it, and I get it. It's sad and it's happened to me too. Just try not to get disheartened by it though, as your focus should just be to have fun, and you should just try to move on. Also, just consider that some people may have very large accounts that have received many different attacks, and they may not be able to reply to each and every single piece of art that they've received. Regardless of the reason why they didn't reply, just try not to let it keep you down, as from what I've seen, it's generally rare, and it's generally also common courtesy to comment on and appreciate the art that you do receive. So I guess with all of that, that brings us to whether or not you should join Artfight. Now, ultimately, this choice is up to you and yours to make, but I do highly encourage you to join Artfight because I find it very fun. I think it's a great way to connect with others, potentially meet new friends and people, and just receive arts of your characters in other styles. In my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons, and if you do join, just try to have fun. That should be your ultimate goal. If it is going to be your first year, though, it might be a bit rough if you don't have other art friends or a following, as you may receive more, or you may receive less attacks than attacks that you give. To try and avoid this, though, you can definitely try to advertise yourself and potentially join the Discord. There you're able to post your own profile and also find other people and fill out their hit lists, which are Google Forms. This may help you put you on their radar so that they'll see your characters and profile and be able to attack you. I believe they're also adding a new feature that to help people find others with high attack to defense ratios to help people get noticed if they haven't received a lot of art. This will hopefully help if you're new, and just remember to try and have fun, take breaks, and drink water. Your health should come before the game, of course, and if you don't receive attacks, just comment here and I'll try to attack you. Anyway, though, I think that brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was informational and that you enjoyed it despite the scuff that is my setup. If you liked any characters you saw in this video, consider checking out my Artfight in the description and subscribe if you like my art, as I'll try to be posting more videos. Anyway, thanks and bye!